July the 9th, 2026, bring to order, please. First thing on the agenda is Brianna Vice Stretcher.
She's not here right now, so she must be late from work, so can we pass
Guess she
that
ain't
on?
on there. Next is you. You're next.
Oh. I was like, who? Okay.
I don't think he's going to you.
That's not. I'm her assistant today. Introduce yourself. Okay. Yeah, I'm Lana Weaver. I'm Paula's sister, and Kathy Shelton and myself formed a little committee to do some improvements at the Junction City Cemetery. And we've gone through a few times and just took down some ideas. It's just ideas. We haven't formed anything conclusive yet. But I wanted to go through just a few of those tonight to see if everybody on the council is in agreement that it's probably, some are feasible, maybe not all. Before I begin though, I want to say I did drive through the cemetery this morning and it is beautiful. It looks so nice. Kudos to you. It's wonderful. It looks well maintained, mowed, everything looks really good. But these are just some extra things, and I'm not gonna take a lot of time, I'm just gonna read through them real fast. And as I said, we're not asking for money or anything at this time. We're hopeful that we can accomplish a lot of this through donations from friends of the cemetery and maybe some businesses. So here we go, and we've got this set up in phases, and I'm thinking phase one, we'd like to paint the entrance sign on Knobloch Road. It's really faded and it's not rusted, but the paint's kind of done off of it. And we also would like to replant the flowers in the flower box there on the entrance on Cemetery Street. Maybe every year plant some annuals, or is there any negative to that?
I haven't noticed, but there was a lady taking care of flowers at that entrance. Does she not do that anymore?
Well, the ones that are there look like they're zinnias and they're real faded looking like.
Well, she was getting elderly.
Yeah, so I think we could, maybe get some annuals every spring with a little bit of color.
Yeah. Okay.
Not expensive at all. Also, this is a wish. We'd like to have a couple of flowering trees at the entrance on Cemetery Street. Maybe a couple of small dogwoods, just right there at the entrance where the posts are. Now, as I said, these are just wishes. These are not set in stone. And also, the dirt pile right now, it looks really rough because it's got trees and bushes, and I know we have to have a dirt pile. I understand that. But is there any way we could change the look of it and move it somewhere else?
Shake it up a little bit.
Or shape it or something?
Yeah, we should have the inmates some point next week. That's one thing on their agenda,
Oh.
is cut all that stuff off there and bring it, we're gonna try to push it up a little bit better pile. It's just been
That's
so
awesome.
wet.
I wasn't aware. That's great. Okay. I also clean up the bushes and the plants around the funeral building are a little rough. Some of them need to be weeded and stuff like that. And also, I thought we could use maybe Pack Nursery to get the landscape plants that we need, like the flowers, the annuals for the spring, because they are a Junction City entity. So, local business. Yes, local. And that's phase one. It's very small, very, very easy. And phase two, we would like to see if it's possible to lift some of the fallen, there's 4 or 5 fallen stones over in the older section.
There's a lot of stones there that we need to address. I'm aware of that. What this comes down to is the people who set those stones are supposed to maintain them.
Yes.
Now, if you could find a name on it,
Contact.
I can have them maintain it.
Yeah.
If there's a name on that stone,
Mhm.
because I can prevent them from putting a stone in that cemetery until they do take care of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I could check that out. Kathy was very interested, Kathy Shelton, in that portion of the cemetery and the Civil War names, et cetera. So maybe we can get her to start looking at
I found
names.
this out through a gentleman buried there, his $2 come to City Hall about getting the stone straightened up. They said that the city had, well, Cody knows, said the city had let the stone fall in the hole and there was a footer under it. Stanford Monument said it, and he charged them $50 to come over and put a little pad underneath that stone.
And that,
I sent him over to get the money back,
okay.
and he didn't want to give it to him. I said, well, you're on notice that you will never put another stone in that cemetery as long as I'm down.
Well, that's,
And that is one of the regulations. I can stop them from putting a stone in there if they don't maintain it.
I will bring up on the last page, the second page I gave y'all, there's a cemetery preservation, program going on in Portland, and, I'm going to try to go down there and meet with them, and they're gonna explain how they clean the stones and things like that, and they're preserving one of the cemeteries in Portland. That's just an aside, that's not, let's see. What about replacing the ceiling fans under the shelter there? I know there's problems with the vandalism, but,
We put 2 fans up there and they broke the blades off of them in
well,
2 or 3 months.
and that brings my next thing, could we add a camera there to stop the vandalism or catch the vandals? And then after that, of course, I'm saying again, use Pax Nursery for any of the landscaping. And then phase 3, I'm gonna try to sit through this so I won't hold you guys up. I would really like to see a couple of benches under the big oak tree. And I know it's a problem because you have to weed eat around them, but it would really be nice to have a place for people to sit and just, I don't know, contemplate or, a lot of times cemeteries are places where people just feel that they want to hang out, so to speak, which is weird, but, that's a thought. And then, the flagpole there in front of the oak tree, is it possible to make that pad there just a little bit bigger and put the benches on the concrete, and then you wouldn't have to worry about weeds growing
Is that our flag?
Yeah.
The one she's talking about there?
in front of
It's
the
on
big
our
oak
side,
tree?
yeah.
Well, there's a few up there that don't belong to the city.
No, this is the one on the old section, the smaller pole, not the big tall.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I wondered about, memorial bricks or something, instead of concrete, could you ask people to buy a brick and put it in there, and that would pay for the new addition to put the,
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
That'd be really good.
this is
Yeah.
phase 3, so
Yeah.
it's not.
That's the next statement, consider the memorial bricks and concrete, and then, finally, work with Friends of the Cemetery group for ideas. Let's try to gather a group of people that really want to see these things
Yeah.
happen. So basically, Kathy did speak to someone in the garden club that said they might possibly give us a $500 grant to make all these things happen. And I'm gonna go speak with the Portland people, and we're gonna maybe somehow put something up to get some donations for the cemetery. I mean, even jars in businesses and said, things like that, I don't know, we'll have to find out about that. And, what about the money, and I think you've already spoken to the mayor about that. And BCTC actually makes benches, and we could actually get them to make the benches, and all we would have to do is pay for the materials, so that's a thought.
They did the one in front of the courthouse.
Yeah.
They made that one, BCTC did, so it just cost us materials, so, students made it, but.
And that's all I have. I'm just throwing these ideas out at this time. There's nothing set in stone.
We'll be with you.
Okay, all right.
Brianna, you come in and
I
leave?
mean, I'm
Oh.
here. No. I just arrived late. So the Balloon Festival this year, August 9th, one date only. You all were very generous last year in giving a sponsorship. So I'm here to request another sponsorship from the city as far as the Balloon Festival goes. And representing Junction, I mean, they're expecting more people at this than showed up for the Eddie Montgomery concert.
What Dan did we do?
Danville is not really involved in it this year.
They wasn't involved in last year.
Well,
But they own it.
yeah, they do own it.
out with like the police and fire?
The police will be there and the fire will be there inside the airport, and then the county is outside the airport.
I think there's a question as far as, getting the phone off the roadways, they were able to help out with that.
Yes, so they are helping out with that, and then we had a meeting this week and looked at it. And so the phone is actually gonna be moved further down, and it's actually gonna go in the, it will be set up on the runway, but it will shoot in the grass.
Okay.
So, but the fire truck will still be there on site with the water. So that's good. And then also, to help ease some of the issues that we've seen in the past 2 years, Central Seal will be doing the traffic control. So they'll be Central Seal, the blacktop company. So they know how to flag, they know how to control traffic, and they have volunteered this year to do that for us. Any other questions?
You're talking to them.
I would just love to butt in for a second, if
Yeah,
I may,
absolutely.
and just request, our Junction Voices people here in town who will be volunteering for the Balloon Festival. I personally would love it if we could get like a donation for food so we can feed our volunteers. If anybody has any ideas, if anybody's willing to give, burgers, hot dogs, chips, anything of that nature would be great. And also, like all of you here, we need volunteers. We would love to see every face here at the Junction
Yes.
Voices meetings. If you were so inclined, I'm sure we would really appreciate it. We got a lot of good stuff we want to do in the community, and it would be great to have the whole community on board with us. So that's all I wanted to say.
And I wanted to say something, I'm gonna be there, my daughter, her husband, one of her children, I don't know if the other, 2 or 3 maybe of her children. John doesn't know, but he's gonna be there volunteering. Lana's gonna be there, it's a really good opportunity for a community event that last year we got so many good comments, but we had some that told us they didn't like certain things, and we're trying to improve. It was the first year. But we're trying to make it a good community event that's free to everybody to come in and enjoy. And if the balloons don't go up this year, we've got other things going on to try to minimize last year it was such a deflating thing because we sat there for all those hours and no balloons because of the wind. The wind was 8 miles an hour instead of 7 or something. But anyway, so it's a good event. I'll volunteer and help all I can because I want to do it for this community. This community, I know a lot of people come from outside the community. We had 8,000 people, they think. They did an aerial and figured up the number at possibly 8,000 people. So, in years following, we want to one day be able to raise the money to do more monthly things here right here in the city. But right now, we're just trying to have the airport wants us, Rob Coyle wanted us to do this up better this year. He said, let's do it better than it was. I said, well, we're gonna try. So that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I'll be the first to say I'm for it, but I'm a part of Junction City Voices. I think it's a great project that is going to happen for the community. So I'm for it, but I'll kind of step aside because I am a part of that. So I'll let you know, maybe if you all want to vote on what kind of sponsorship you guys want to do, I'll let you all.
What did you give them last year?
Was it
I think it was $1,000 last year.
They asked for 750 insurance.
The insurance is a lot more this year, so I'm not asking for that.
Do we have hot dogs left over from 4th of July? Mm-hmm. Yep. We do? Yep. Can we use that to help donate food stuff?
Be fine, as long as Paul's okay with it. Cause he donated them.
You wanna talk to him? Or you
Yeah,
wanna-
I'll talk to him, and see if he's all right with that.
Yeah, I need to talk to him.
airport belongs to Danville per se. It represents Junction City, because it's in Junction City. I mean, I understand, but
But it's an asset to Junction.
it is.
And
It really
the
is.
airport's gonna continue to grow, and it is gonna continue to bring more people from, it's gonna be easier to get here from Bardstown, from Louisville, I mean, Cincinnati, and they'll come. I mean, there's opportunities for business, there's opportunities for expansion, I mean, I think that the more that people go to the airport and come through Junction and see us and recognize that, there's more interest in being here. And Junction's growing really fast, and we gotta be on the right side of that road.
But no one can have a good relationship with the city of Danville. I mean, let's look at Market, where it's at. With Blacktop, they knew weeks ago that we were gonna blacktop North Lucas. They waited till one day after it was blacktop, and the damn idiots went up there and cut it all the way across.
They do that
The
every,
next day,
every year, they do that, every year.
every single year.
It's just drives me crazy.
The only reason that Danville wanted that airport was so they could be contiguous with Junction City. That's the only place they had that if Junction City didn't do well, they could annex it. That's the only reason Danville wanted that airport.
Well, I mean, this isn't really to support Danville, this is just to support the community and just having an event that's gonna bring people out.
I'm for it. I think we need more stuff going on here in the city, so. And I know the Danville owns the airport, but, it's close enough to the city, I think, it puts eyes on Junction City more so than
I
Danville.
mean, it really does.
What do you think?
It's not up to me, it's up to the council.
I'll make a motion, we give $1,000 sponsorship.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. Council.
Thank you so much.
All right, next on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the June 11th, 2026 meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the June 11th meeting? Can I have a second? Roll call. All in favor?
Yes.
All right, next, approval of the bill. Any questions about the bill?
Is the Whitaker excavating, is that for the community center?
The what?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
So is that gonna be like a City of Junction project, or how is that gonna, how is that gonna work?
What is it?
That-
The Whitaker excavating, that was for the old city.
Oh, that's on the old city hall.
Right, so is that gonna be like a City of Junction project that's gonna be happening?
Absolutely, but we were given $100,000, we're promised $100,000.
Okay.
All I know is about it,
Okay.
JJ promised us and got it took care of through Danville. So we've got $100,000 to spend on that old building. Tearing it down, we fixed to put a roof on it. It's not on here, but we fixed to put a roof on the
Okay.
old city hall part. And then I'm gonna have to build on the back of that, I'm gonna have to close all that in back there. But it's all been donated,
Okay.
every bit of it.
Can I say something, Jim?
Yes, sure
Mayor,
can.
Excuse me. Sarah, the Chamber of Commerce has agreed that they would help us get classes set up and all that. But the economic development, since JJ's left, we have to bring a presentation to them on the 15th. So
This month?
this month. So we've got to bring the presentation, but JJ has a letter saying it has already been budgeted for this past year.
And when you say we, who is we?
The economic development.
Who does the
Danville will
presentation?
But who's doing the presentation?
Oh, the presentation, I've made a presentation just with the facts that JJ gave us. You know, the email that
Right,
JJ gave us?
right, right.
I just took that and put it in AI, and so we've got a presentation. So Jim's gonna go on the 15th. Anybody that wanted to go could go to do that economic development, but all they said was we had to, it's been appropriated. Once it's appropriated, it has to go for that,
Right.
So now, the way JJ said we'd have to do it is when he gets something done, then he presents a bill. But they are kind of backtracking. They've already written Paragould a check for $100,000 and given it to him.
Yeah.
So we have to go do a project, hand them a bill, and then they pay for that, so. But now they want us to do a presentation, so. Once Junction City, which we have the email that's sent around that JJ sent us that has every step of it, like every,
The JJ ain't there.
and JJ's not there anymore, so
Well,
that's.
that's what I was gonna say, so now that JJ is not there, now that person is gonna say, well, JJ said that, but now
Right.
this is gonna
And
happen.
that's why they
But
want
he
us,
got it.
Okay,
But if it was appropriated, then.
Yes,
it
no,
doesn't matter
right.
whether-
We worked on that for months up until he left.
yes, yeah, the money's sitting there, but they
No,
want
I
us
love
to come and
All that
present.
I've shared emails with me. I know it's there. I just wanted to
Yeah.
say it out loud so that the transparency
Yeah.
was that it was City of Junction project.
Yes, the Good Junction project.
Because there's
But-
confusion going around that it was Junction Voices and not City of Junction.
Oh, no, City of Junction, absolutely, it's gonna be awesome. I mean, it's got great. Yeah, the way JJ's got it set up, he did us a great favor, he
Yes,
really
he did.
did. So,
He-
He treated us the same as Carroll for once. You know, that's, I'm asking for that, just treat us the same, that's all we want, so, yeah. Almost.
All right, if there's nothing further, can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Wait a minute, Kathy, did you wanna say anything? She came in late, and she was,
Well, I shouldn't take up everybody's time because I was late, but Lana and I have been looking over the cemetery.
Yeah.
And, I know that there have been people taking care of the grounds, but there's been a great deal of neglect with the
Oh, yeah.
tombstones. And there's a lot of history there. And it's something we could be proud of, you know, historical Junction City Cemetery. I mean, there's Civil War veterans there, there's dates that go way back. And that particular area of the cemetery is just going to waste. I mean, the tombstones are laying face down on the ground, some of them have worn away. And it could be something that Junction City could be proud of. We haven't saved any historical buildings, but we do have a lot of history in our cemetery.
Well, the biggest problem is that maintenance just they don't have the time to take care of all of them.
I know,
There's a lot to be done to take care of all them stones. Most of them don't have footers under them. And some of them been put in there in the recent years that don't have footers under them.
yeah,
They're slide in there.
that's
So
bad.
now they gotta contact Cody before they put a stone in there. Because they'd go in there and throw a little gravel on the ground, and lay a stone on it and right away.
Well, in the area where, you know, they put the casket on display and the family gathers.
Yeah.
Whatever you call that, the fans are broken, the carpet is full of holes.
They're probably 2 months old when they broke their blades off that.
I have a lot of family there, and I know a lot of people here probably do too.
Well,
And I care about that, but I also think that we have a little prize there with the history that's there. And we should,
a lot of people see things that happen there, but they won't report it.
I think that with our police presence.
That happens a
maybe
lot.
That will deter a whole lot more vandalism than has happened in the past. So maybe, you know, with
They've
our police
agreed,
presence.
they've agreed to let us go forward with that plan.
oh, okay,
Yeah. So,
we'll see what
Oh,
happens.
I want you to waste your breath.
No, I just felt kind of passionate about the history, because I really think Junction City has a lot of history that we need to cultivate, we need to bring it out.
A bunch of it.
can I say something? John said I wouldn't hush, but anyway, here I go. I've got a tentative commitment for like $15,000, maybe for 2 years for our park. It's not much, but it's a little bit. I've got a tentative 5,000 forever from another person or group. So I'm working on that new park, and I've got the Bluegrass ad is looking at $1 million grant, but actually it's 500,000 to be matched, so that, so we've got, that would be huge, but she's also looking at some other small grants. I've also talked to Kathy Belcher about her helping me look for grants for our new property for the park. So I'm not letting it die, I'm going with it. Did wanna let you know that, the cemetery road, some people have been calling me about the holes there where the water is washed out under the blacktop. Josh Morgan and Marshall Carrier said they're gonna get to that soon. They've got it on their.
That's back to my buddies, the city of Danville.
And they're gonna, now that they're gonna work on the pump station, that pump station they're gonna do there on Knob Lick, is it Knob Lick?
There's one on Knob Lick and one on York Lane, it's supposed to be done 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, they're doing it, they have to do it by the end of this year, or they lose that $1.3 million that this
Is
county
the
gave.
county holding that?
No, the county didn't hold it.
That's what I thought.
We should have
They
held it.
let them, absolutely, they let them have it and they ain't fixed nothing.
Yeah, so, but they have to use it he said it will be done in fall. They're gonna put risers on Knob Lick, everybody complains about that manhole, there's like a 4-inch dip, when you go over that manhole, they're gonna put risers on that, bring that up, so that's what I got from them.
They're supposed to take those risers out when they're blacktop. They are notified by the Allen company that you're gonna do it. And they come in all different things, 1 inch up to like 3 inches.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that to happen. But it is what it is, it's city down.
Do you know when there'll be like the next phase for, like the paving that'll come through? Cause we just did those streets, like, do you know when they're, like, maybe projection of the next phase of paving would be? Cause my road, I don't know, this is not me in particular, but,
I know it is, but you know that road's been done, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
I mean, it is literally like breaking apart now, like the road.
They're coming in where you come off White Oak.
Yes,
I'll try to get somebody to overlay that.
and I'm not just talking about, cause I live at the dead end, but all those.
I know about it.
But it is like breaking apart.
I know it is.
And Rita,
Urban.
yeah, she called me yesterday, and I was like, well, I'll bring it up today. 'cause-
Reed Irvin? I know. She lied about that.
So,
She said it hadn't been done since I've been down here.
yeah,
But that's not true. Because she was the one that let them bury that concrete tank
yeah,
in the
the
yard.
one that was going to our house, and then he flipped
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
he, like the whole tank concrete truck, into Rita's yard, and they had to bury it in Rita's yard. When they were pouring concrete for our business.
That's one of the streets that's been bedded in
Yeah.
with creek rock.
Yes, I know, cause it's breaking apart.
And we have been promised there might be something done. I don't know whether it will or not. But they've moved 2 house trailers in there, right out of, you know where they're at.
Oh,
Hey, they don't have permits, they don't have anything, they just went in there and set them up.
Did you see something about the new law that they passed about trailers? Have you
Yes.
seen that?
That's not in effect yet, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, it came in July 1st, I think. It
Then,
was.
well,
15th.
it don't
It's
give
90
them,
days from April 15th, when laws take effect.
So will we have to do a new ordinance if
Yes.
it comes?
Yes.
We need to do a new ordinance if that,
Constitution says.
won't do you any good.
If your ordinance includes certain roof things, or there's some things.
We've already got one that's gotta be a 412 pitch. These trailers are 2.5, 2 to 2.5 already. They don't build one with a 412 pitch. They couldn't get it on the stoplight. So that's the reason that they're building flat roofs on these trailers, is they gotta move. But there's several things. Definitely the main door has to face the main street, whichever street is the primary street. The main door to that trailer has to face that. They've gotta be on a solid foundation, they can't be on piers. But you see what they do. They put them on piers and underpin them with a little bit of metal and that's it. And nobody does anything about it. We went to court with that one. Up on Simpson Lane. You know how much good that done, you seen that. Rusty Cox wouldn't take blame for any of it. It was all his fault. He sold him a permit and then tried to revoke it. Well, it's a little late once you move something in. But that's the way it goes. I ain't gonna run my mouth about that. We've got on the road.
Jim, I just got a few numbers I wanna announce. Keep this some stats. So every month I wanna just give some stats, a little bit of what's going on in Junction City. Last month, police department, we had 105 activities. A couple of those were free welfare checks, community service to citizens who needed help, roadside or whatever. It's 4 of those. Also initiated calls were 18. We had 3 vehicle crashes, and we did 49 traffic stops. Current date, we have 9 separate properties that signed property agreements. Those are going very well. And then I'm proud to announce our 3rd officer, Officer Puckett. He's certified. He just completed his orientation training, and he will be starting night shift. So you have a nighttime officer starting this week, well, next week, Monday. So, and once we get the 3rd one out of the academy, we'll have an afternoon officer. So, like I said before, the schedule is 12-hour shifts. You'll have a Junction City police officer on duty every day of the month. So, pretty good coverage for just a handful of people.
Yeah, awesome, that's awesome. That's great.
That's all I have.
Thank you, B. Okay. If there's nothing else, somebody will make, yes, sir.
Just wanted to thank the people that donated the food and water, Paul Gray, John Masters, Family Lowe's, people that helped, the First Responders Auxiliary, the fire department for helping us unload and load, Sweets with Cindy's for making our little event better than what it could have been. That was a very nice thing for everybody to do.
Thank you. I ain't say nothing else every time I say something. Oh, well, we can talk after. Would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
Can I have a second? I'll second. Thank you all. Thank everybody for coming.
I'm allowed to talk.
Oh, and you got something you want to say?